Welcome to the Crawlcast. I'm your host, George Krawczak, and today I'm breaking down the Brock Lesnar allegations. So I decided to do this because I've seen so many people online, like yelling and complaining about his return to WWE, and it might be fair, it might be justified to not want him back in WWE, but a lot of people don't understand what he was accused of and what was going on here. And so I thought, hey, everyone should have an informed opinion on what happened before they make a judgment on if he should be allowed back in WWE. And then I also just want to make this clear that Brock Lesnar has not been charged with anything. He has not been arrested for anything, and he's not been convicted of anything. And I also want to say there are only three people involved in the situation that know fully what happened. There's Janelle Grant, which this will be her, what you'll hear her side of the story of her saying what happened. There will be Vince McMahon, who is claiming that Janelle Grant is lying and Janelle Grant made this all up. And then there's Brock Lesnar, who has not issued any sort of statement at all whatsoever on it. So, like I said, I think everyone should just know what happened, and then you can make up your own minds about whether or not he should be allowed back in WWE or not. And then also, I just want to say one thing. Just because someone is saying it doesn't necessarily mean we have to take it at face value, because regardless of what side you're on, I think if you're super, like, on Janelle Grant's side, you should at least acknowledge there's a possibility of her lying and making this up. And if you're on Vince McMahon's side, then I think you should also acknowledge the possibility that she might be telling the truth. And again, with Brock Lesnar, this is a lawsuit about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is getting sued, not Brock Lesnar. So given that's out of the way, let's get started. And if you like this type of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. So this is in Janelle Grant's lawsuit of Vince McMahon. She is suing him to try to get some compensation from him. So she alleges that Vince McMahon tried to use her as a sexual pawn to keep a lot of top talents, both in-ring wrestlers and producers, under contract. And in one of those includes Brock Lesnar. So she claims that McMahon tried to arrange a sexual encounter between Lesnar and herself during contract negotiations. And Vince McMahon allegedly told Grant that she had to produce explicit sexual content for Brock Lesnar. So the complaint states that Grant Vince McMahon asked Janelle Grant to send Brock Lesnar a video of her urinating, which she did, and then Brock Lesnar reportedly responded like very flatteringly about the video of her urinating. Grant then said Vince McMahon tried to fly Lesnar to Connecticut for them to have a sexual encounter, and then for whatever reason that sexual encounter never happened, and then Brock Lesnar flew home instead of having that sexual encounter. And Vince McMahon says that and his legal representative said these are just a publicity stunt and these are false. So at the end, that's kind of the accusations um, is that she sent Brock Lesnar a video of her urinating, and Brock Lesnar liked it. Vince McMahon asked her to send Brock a video of her urinating, and she did it, and Brock liked it. And then they attempted to have a sexual encounter, and Brock Lesnar called it off for whatever reason and didn't go through with it. So, kind of at the end of the day, what happened is that Janelle Grant sent Brock Lesnar a video of herself urinating, and then Brock responded flatteringly. And this is important because I see a lot of people commenting about this. She explicitly stated there was no sexual assault. Okay, that is not even being alleged. She explicitly stated that never happened, and there's also no rape. A line that I see a lot of other people talking about. She explicitly stated that did not happen as well. And so she explicitly said nothing happened. The only thing that happened between her and Brock is she sent Brock a video of her urinating. So I'm gonna be honest, like, should Brock Lesnar be banned? I'm not really sure. Because I do have to say though, is I think Brock seems like a terrible person, because if you are like a married man and he is married to Sable and they have kids together, you shouldn't be messing around with other women like this, and you shouldn't be asking for videos of them urinating, and I think this is morally wrong to do this. But I also think WWE works with a lot of terrible people. Like, for example, look at the last SummerSlam that just happened. Jacob Fatu went to prison for armed robbery, Jay Uso was arrested for a DUI. Jimmy Uso was arrested for a lot of drunk driving related offenses. And you know how many people die a year from drunk driving accidents? Jelly Roll went to prison for robbery, shoplifting, and drug dealing. Cardi B said she would drug and rob men. And if you want, and those are just the people that appeared at SummerSlam. Like if you want to expand to legends, Stone Cold Steve Austin was arrested for domestic violence. So if, and I'm sure there's many others, those are just the ones I kind of thought off the top of my head. So if WWE wants to be like the morality police and only work with people that are like great people, you need to ban all those people as well, as I feel like no more Jacob Fatu, no more Usos, no more Stone Cold, and no more like and no much more people than that probably. And so it's like anyone who has previously been arrested should probably be banned. Anyone who has cheated on their wife, girlfriend, husband, or boyfriend should probably be banned. And all these people should be banned, quite frankly, because I hate the idea of holding Brock Lesnar to a different standard. If Brock Lesnar needs to be banned for being a terrible person, you need to ban all these other people. But if all these other people are able to be welcomed back and kind of forgiven for what they've done, then Brock should be as well. I personally don't have really an opinion on that in the sense where I like good wrestlers on my TV. So if you're a good wrestler, I want to watch you wrestle. I kind of separate themselves where like I think a lot of these wrestlers are terrible people who you probably don't want to be friends with and you probably don't want to hang out with. But if you're good enough in the ring, who cares about your personal life? I personally think it should be separated, but again, I think everyone should be held to the same standard. Is if Brock Lesnar is banned for being a terrible person, a lot of other people need to be banned. And if all these other people are being welcomed back after doing terrible things, Brock should be allowed to be welcomed back too. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So, like I said, I see a lot of people misreading the situation and how it goes. And again, Vince McMahon denied everything, and Janelle Grant saying all this stuff happened. So we don't really know who's telling the truth. It's just that at the end of the day, the only thing Brock Lesnar did was Vince McMahon asked for a urinating video on his behalf, and she sent a video of herself urinating to Brock Lesnar. So is that enough to ban Brock Lesnar for this? I personally, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this type of video, make sure to hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. And I just think it's important that everyone gets the full information out there before they make up their mind on whether he should be banned or not. So I'll see you on the next one.